The Golden State Warriors are at a massive crossroads after their heartbreaking play-in loss to the Phoenix Suns. Everyone is asking the same question about the future of Steve Kerr. Right now, there is no final decision on his coaching career, and the team is choosing to take things slow to let the dust settle on this pivotal moment.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Could the next face of the franchise be a familiar legend? Reports are surfacing that the Golden State Warriors are looking at Andre Iguodala as a potential replacement if Steve Kerr decides to walk away. Iguodala has been praised for his elite mentorship and deep understanding of the dynasty culture, making him a fascinating candidate for the coaching hot seat. Big changes might be on the horizon for Golden State, with rumors swirling around Todd Golden. The University of Florida coach is reportedly being eyed as a top target for the Warriors if they commit to a full-scale rebuild. This move would signal a total shift in direction for the team, moving away from their current veteran core to start fresh. The clock is officially ticking, but we are still waiting for the final word from Steve Kerr on his future with the team. ESPN reports that no firm decision will be made until at least next week, as the franchise reflects on a tough season. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for all the latest updates on this unfolding story. Is the Golden State dynasty finally pulling the curtain down? After a crushing play-in exit at the hands of the Suns, the biggest question in the NBA isn't who wins the title. It's whether Steve Kerr will be back to lead the charge next year. Surprisingly, the front office isn't hitting the panic button. According to Anthony Slater, both sides are opting for patience, pushing any real talk about the future to at least next week. As one team source put it, it is only April. There is no reason to rush. And honestly, they are right. You don't make a decision this massive, one that could potentially shutter an entire era of basketball, while the sting of a playoff loss is still fresh. This isn't just about a coaching contract. It is about a legacy. Kerr, whose last deal in 2024 locked him in for 2 years at $35 million, is now at a crossroads. The front office clearly wants him to stick around for the long haul, but we have to wonder, is Kerr meant to be the architect of a rebuild, or is his story inextricably tied to the trio of Curry, Green, and Thompson? Kerr has delivered 4 championships to the Bay Area. He has earned the right to step back, take a breath, and decide if he has another fight left in him. He knows this team better than anyone, and he knows himself even better. So, while we wait for that announcement, let's hear your take. Should Kerr stay and oversee the transition, or is it time for a fresh start for both parties? Drop a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and remember, even the greatest dynasties have to eventually face the sunrise. Could the golden era of the Golden State Warriors be reaching its final chapter? Picture this. Steve Kerr, the mastermind behind 4 championships, eyeing the exit door, not to another NBA team, but potentially to the college ranks. And in his wake, a familiar face is rising to the top of the conversation to take the helm. We are talking about none other than Andre Iguodala. It sounds like a blockbuster trade, but this time, it is about the coaching staff. According to reports from Tim Kawakami, the Warriors are quietly weighing their options, and Iguodala, the man who served as the de facto assistant coach during his final season, is a serious candidate. Steve Kerr himself once famously said Andre makes his job easier. He was the guy pulling Andrew Wiggins aside during the 2022 finals, acting as the bridge between the coaching staff and the locker room. Now I know what you are thinking. Does Andre have the experience to run a dynasty? Look, coaching is 50% strategy and 50% management. Iguodala has spent nearly 2 decades in the league, playing alongside Curry and Green, absorbing the Kerr philosophy. He knows the DNA of this team better than anyone. Is it a gamble? Absolutely. But remember, Kerr himself jumped into the hot seat without a traditional resume. Meanwhile, the whispers about Kerr moving to college basketball are getting louder. When he hinted that his time as an NBA head coach might be limited to the Warriors, the internet went wild. Could he return to his roots at Arizona? While the Wildcats have their coach set until 2031, A man of Kerr's caliber would be an immediate target for any major program looking to redefine their culture. Whether it is the broadcast booth or the sidelines of a university, one thing is clear: the Warriors are at a crossroads. Could Andre Iguodala be the pulse they need to jumpstart a new era, or is this the beginning of the end for the Dubs? Let me know your take in the comments below. Would you trust Iggy to lead the squad? Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next big update. After all, in the NBA, the only thing more constant than winning is change. Could the Golden State Warriors dynasty be nearing its final buzzer? The whispers about Steve Kerr's future are getting louder, and if the latest rumors hold any weight, the front office might be preparing for a massive pivot. Word on the street is that the team is eyeing University of Florida head coach Todd Golden as a potential successor. And let's be real, if you hire a college coach with zero NBA pedigree, you aren't trying to squeeze one last ring out of your veteran core. You are signaling that the teardown has officially begun. Hiring a guy like Golden suggests Joe Lacob and Mike Dunleavy are ready to burn the house down and build from the foundation up. This isn't a tweak to the roster. It's an identity shift that would likely mark the end of the road for the likes of Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, and potentially even the face of the franchise himself, Steph Curry. For a fan base that has lived in the glow of championship rings for over a decade, this would be a jarring reality check. It's hard not to look at this through the lens of ego. Joe Lacob has never been one to shy away from the spotlight, and maybe he feels the need to prove that the dynasty was his blueprint all along. Is it possible Kerr returns? Of course. But the reality is that this team isn't a contender anymore, and unless a miracle trade for a superstar like Giannis falls into their laps, they're stuck in the middle. Maybe the win against the Clippers was the final flicker of a fire that's finally burning out. What do you think? Is it time for the Dubs to embrace the rebuild, or are they walking away from greatness too soon? Drop a comment below, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives, and keep wondering, how much of a legacy is worth keeping, and how much is worth sacrificing to start over? Is the Steve Kerr era in Golden State finally coming to an end? The tension in the Bay Area is palpable as we all sit in limbo, waiting to see if the architect of the Warriors dynasty will return to the sidelines. It has been less than a week since the Warriors were unceremoniously bounced by the Suns in the play-in tournament, and the immediate aftermath was filled with uncertainty. In his post-game presser, Kerr was visibly reflective, telling reporters he needed real time to weigh his future. Now, thanks to the latest reporting from ESPN's Anthony Slater, we know the waiting game is far from over. Team sources are signaling that no decision is expected until at least next week, with the firm mindset that there is simply no reason to rush this process. And honestly, they are right. This is a monumental decision for a franchise that finished a grueling 37-45 season, missing the playoffs for the second time in 3 years. When you look at what Kerr has accomplished since taking the reins in 2014, 4 rings, 6 finals appearances, and that legendary 73-win season, you realize you are talking about one of the greatest coaching tenures in sports history. You don't make a knee-jerk reaction after a tough season. You take the time to figure out if the hunger is still there. Whether this is just a reset or the beginning of a total rebuild, the ripple effects will be felt across the entire league. What do you think? Is it time for a new voice in the locker room, or does Kerr deserve one last run at a ring? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates on this developing story. Sometimes, the hardest endings are the ones that pave the way for a brand new chapter.